Okay, today is April 13th, 2018. Right now we're looking at the East Pacific water vapor loop. This will just be a short update featuring a area of thunderstorms that are being superheated and blown apart with either microwave or laser, a satellite-based laser or satellite-based microwave. You can see the blast patterns all the way around. There's actually two areas which are being targeted. We can go ahead and take a quick look right now at the infrared map. We can see the color change here as this area is targeted right here. Also, we notice the general flow pattern from the west to the east. But right here, we can see that after this area is targeted, we have a pressure wave and some moisture that goes shooting out to the northwest and also down to the south. We'll take a look at that in the visible light map. We'll have to refresh. And we can see the detail right down here. There's a ring which I can stop this loop and we can scroll through it. You can see that ring towards the bottom there, heading south, right below that thunderstorm that's being superheated. Right here, there's a little semicircle. That is a pressure wave. It's fairly well defined. Let's see if we can capture that again here. I'll just let it run. Let's go back to the IR map real quick. And we can see the blast pattern and the color change as these two areas are superheated. Let's go back to the water vapor map. And we can see the blast pattern there on the east side as well. And right here on the northwest side, we see a pressure wave moving out as that thunderstorm is targeted. These satellites will target these storms, preventing hurricane development. Otherwise, we'd be having hurricanes year-round in these waters down here, which are fairly warm. I don't have the temperature data up right now, but we've seen hurricanes out near Hawaii in January, early January. So hurricanes can form at any time in these waters. All right, now here's a shot of the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop. This is actually the Northeast Pacific. We can see the jet stream up here, and we can see a fairly straight edge of water vapor shooting right towards Washington State, which is where all the weather is right now. If we take a look at the map, let's let that refresh, and we can see that up in Seattle is where all the weather is. Here on the west coast, there is a transmitter breaking up that precipitation there on Kamano Island, I believe it is, right in this area. You can see the pattern there. Also in Spokane, there's a transmitter breaking up the precipitation and snow pattern. Okay, so those are the WSR-88D ground transmitters, which use microwave in the 2.4 gigahertz band to superheat and evaporate the water vapor in those weather systems that move onshore. And that is happening all over the country. You can look up WSR-88D on Wikipedia, and you'll learn a lot about what the transmitters are all about. You can also look on YouTube as well. They have people that service those transmitters, And there's pictures of the inside of the radome. You can see the large dish antenna, which is used to not only detect severe weather, but also to pulse out high power microwave energy to create these evaporation patterns, these big cutouts in the, see if we can get this map to work again. So the microwave transmitters on the ground, the WSR-88D, causes these pie-shaped cutouts. And that's how they evaporate the precipitation in the snow. Now, earlier today on Drudge, I noticed there was an article about the drought in the Southwest is intensifying, and somebody put a link up to one of the videos here on this channel. I think it was the April 4th video that was linked on that article. Well, that article didn't stay up on Drudge too long. It was up for maybe 3 hours and it was taken down. Don't know why that happened. We want people to see this information and become aware of it. So we would hope that Drudge would cooperate and allow that information to get out. You know, if you're going to link Alex Jones material up there, you might as well put this up, because this is pretty good stuff, and we're not seeing any of this on the nightly news. The meteorologists on TV are not talking about any of this information. So now, back in the 80s, if anybody remembers the Reagan presidency, we had what we call the Strategic Defense Initiative, the SDI program. That was a network of satellites that were laser-based that would be able to take out intercontinental ballistic missiles using lasers, high-powered lasers. Well, the technology to wipe out these thunderstorms and hurricanes is basically using the same technology. There's a public space program and a classified space program. That was revealed by the author, the fellow that wrote the Behold a Pale Horse, Bill Cooper, William Cooper. You can look him up on YouTube. He's a very interesting guy. He preceded Alex Jones and all the work that Alex Jones has done. The two of them never got along, but nonetheless, Bill Cooper was a naval intelligence officer, which wrote a book, Behold a Pale Horse. Everybody should see that book. And he discusses the fact that there is a private classified space program that nobody knows about, and of course the public programs like the space station and the space shuttle and things like that. But here we see the evidence of what's happening routinely. Every day we see these thunderstorms knock down. They do the same thing with these hurricanes now. The hurricanes last season that plowed into Houston and Florida, those were allowed to hit and wipe out. I think it was Hurricane Harvey, and then there was another one that hit Florida. Those were allowed to move in and destroy a lot of property. And we have insurance derivatives, weather derivatives, and all these things going on Wall Street. Very strange things begin to happen. And that's what we're seeing here and documenting in these videos. All right, so that's it. We'll do another update later on. We'll just leave it right here. We can see the storm that moved, the gale force system that moved through our area, didn't drop any rain, is now generating snow up in the Minnesota area. Once again, we see how everything is prevented. Rain is prevented out here on the west, but yet it's allowed to reform and deliver plenty of weather out towards the east. Okay, that's it.